So, hi dear Pisces, very good evening to you guys. This is Tarot Anjali, and this is a journal love reading for all the Pisces, Sun, Moon, Venus, or Rising from 22nd till the 26th of March, from 15 till the 22nd of March, from 15 till the 22nd of March 2026. Roles can be reversed also, and if it is not resonating, this is not your story. For personal reading healing sessions, check out the description box. You'll find the links below. And for tarot reading course, self-love course, and Ho'oponopono masterclass, 2 links are given below. So let's start, Pisces. Please don't try to fit yourself forcibly into the reading, honey. Sometimes the messages are not for you. Let's see. Pisces, your person or your partner's current feelings for you right now at this present moment. Ace of Wands. Okay, Pisces, this is someone who is very much infatuated to you, attracted to you, physically very attracted to you, and they keep on daydreaming about you. They keep on daydreaming about having some kind of physical intimacy kind of thing with you. This is like sexual fantasies. Okay. Somebody is fantasizing about you a lot. Okay, let's clarify the Ace of Wands here. This is a new person or a newish person who is around you, a newish energy. Let's clarify the Ace of Wands. We have the Four of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. So this is someone who feels like coming towards you, but they have to slow down their horses because they're not very sure about the future direction of the situation. And they feel like you are someone who is interested in something long term only, in something solid, committed, and stable only. That's why they might be feeling like they should keep their horses in their lane, because you might not be interested in that fantasy land of theirs. Okay, so this is someone who feels very attracted to the idea of being with you. They feel like they keep on daydreaming about you, especially the fantasy world of theirs, but they feel like they cannot enter in your space, or they feel like they have to slow down because you might not be interested in that kind of energies. You seem to be somebody who's very serious about love and relationship. Okay, so your seriousness is kind of slowing someone down. I don't know if you are serious or not, but they feel like you are a very serious and very grounded and very mature person, and you should not be, you're not the one, to just fool around with. Let's see, what do you feel about this particular person or situation from your side, Pisces? Eight of Cups. You feel like you should just walk away from something or someone, or you might be walking away from someone already, and this new person, new energies around you. So you feel like walking away and moving on towards a better opportunity or opportunities. Let's clarify the Eight of Cups. There are still feelings for someone, but you feel like detaching and moving on, walking away. Okay, let's see. Let's clarify the Eight of Cups. We have the Eight of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Magician. You feel like you are trying to walk away from this mental jail, from this overthinking regarding commitment, marriage, long term partnership. You feel like manifesting this energy of coming out of your head, coming out of this strict energy of wanting to get married or get settled only. I don't know. You feel like having some kind of free love, free energies where everything is flowing freely, and whatever is supposed to happen will happen eventually. But because you are very stuck on in your head regarding marriage or commitment or long term partnership, you guys might not be able to enjoy the process, enjoy the journey. So you feel like setting yourself free from that kind of strictness that you have created within yourself. Okay, but you're still moving on from something or someone, and you're heading towards a fresh energy, but that fresh energy is also, you're not able to allow that fresh energy to enter in your space because of the stories and the limiting belief that you have created in your head regarding love and relationship. Let's see what this person wants from you. What are their intentions for the situation between you and them? Ten of Swords. Let me clarify this. This is giving me mixed energy. They might be using you as a rebound or something. They might be coming out of a very ugly breakup or separation, or a very brutal betrayal kind of energy. I hope that's not the case. Let's see. So we have the Ten of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Yes. So they are coming out of a situation where either they cheated on something very brutally and things ended very abruptly, and or somebody cheated on them, and now they just want to forget about that thing that they're coming out of by using you as a rebound here. This is not their intention to use you as a rebound or something, not at all. Their intention here is to move on, and whatever it takes for them to not to think about the brutal ending or separation or breakup or whatever is happening in their energies. They just want to, they just don't want to think about that. They just don't want to deal with that pain, whatever brutal ending, breakup, separation, betrayal, whatever happened, whether they did it or somebody else did it with them. So this is somebody who's coming out of a fresh, painful, brutal ending in their life, and they want peace, they want happiness, and you are giving them that kind of peace or happiness, but they are definitely not ready for a relationship like that. Situation, friends with benefits, sexually sharing energies with you. I don't think so. It's their intention to use you as a rebound, but they definitely want to get out of this painful energy, and that you might be in their sight, you might be in their head, because you might be able to somehow help them forget about whatever happened or whatever is happening. That's bad. Let's see, what do you want from this particular person or situation from your side, Pisces? The Magician. From your side, you just want to manifest something here. I think you are being too hard on this manifestation process of yours, manifestation deal of yours. You are very clear about what you want, but the way you are doing it, maybe it's a little too much, little harsh. Let's see, let's clarify the Magician here. We have the High Priestess, the Queen of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. You want to manifest a spiritual love, a spiritual lover who is going to understand you telepathically, spiritually, who is going to align with your energy so beautifully that even if you are not going to say anything to them, even if they are not going to say anything to you, both of you are going to do everything in a natural and organic way, and everything is just flowing. Okay, you want this or nothing. This is your manifestation game right now. Okay, I can't say anything in this. This is your job, this is sorry, this is your thing, so I can't say anything. It's just you guys want what you want. Anything less than that is not making you happy or excited or anything. Okay. Okay, so let's see what could be the possible outcome here for you guys till the 22nd of March, Pisces. The heart wants what it wants, so it's fine. King of Swords. It's like somebody acting like a cold and detached and stone-hearted kind of bitchy energy, and mostly it's you. Like, because you're not liking somebody lurking around you and making your life difficult. Because you want what you want and you're not definitely getting it from that person. Nine of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Two of Swords, right? So because you want, see, because you know your wish fulfillment, your heart's desire, and you are going to feel like you might never get that. Who knows, right? It's like your energy is telling you maybe you're never going to get what you want. But why the hell you want to spend time with morons, with people, situations, or things that are never going to give you what you want? So what's the use of even going in that direction or thinking about that? So somebody is going to show interest in you. Maybe they're not going to like exactly say to you the things that I told you, but they might show some kind of interest in you, and you might think about them, and then you are going to realize they are definitely not the one for you, and then you are going to be a little bit stricter, little bit in this bitchy energy of I don't give a fuck about your existence, just get the hell out of my life, something like that. And then you are going to go straight away to this energy of, what if I'm never going to find that kind of person that I want in my life? What if I'm never ever in this lifetime going to find that person in my life? So what is going to happen then? It's going to be like you talking to yourself in your head and feeling like left out in the cold by the whole universe, because you feel like you are never going to get what you want, because this is kind of impossible. Why? It's not impossible, honey. But your mind is telling you that it is. And you are going to listen to your mind a little bit, and then it's going to create a little bit of stressful energy. But I do see you creating stronger boundaries, clearer boundaries with a particular person. Even if they are just giving you hints, you are going to make sure they get it that you are not interested. Okay. Cool. Let's see the guidance here for you guys, Pisces. The roles can be reversed also. Please keep that in mind. We have the Chariot, the King of Swords, the Empress. Keep moving forward. No matter if people see you as cold hearted or bitch or not, you know better than anything else or anyone else on this planet the earth about your own happiness, about your own desires, about your own growth and expansion. What is going to give you happiness? Who is going to give you happiness? Until unless you are going to get what you deserve, you should not stop, Pisces, that's for sure. But don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so much in this energy of, I want this thing like this only, otherwise this is not my thing. You have to be a little flexible when it is like, you have to be open to the idea of getting it from wherever it wants to come in your life. If you're going to be so hard, so many boundaries, so many restrictions, so much of inflexibility, you might end up being disappointed again and again and again. Definitely you can create stronger boundaries for people, situations, or things that are not aligning with your path, like they are 100% zero, no not your type, not your thing or whatever. But if you see a potential in someone like 60 to 70%, you have to be a little bit flexible there. Okay, don't close all the chapters, don't close all the books because they are not exactly looking like or making you feel like in a certain way. Okay, maybe sometimes our usual soulmate energy is totally different from what we are expecting it to be. So stop being so hard on yourself. Stop being in this energy of, I am good with myself, I don't need anybody, and still waiting for someone to show up at your door. Either be in this energy of, I am okay with myself, I don't need anyone, then be happy about it. Don't be sad, or be flexible about uh, letting other people enter in your space. Maybe they are not going to match 100% with what you want initially, but you can think about it with someone you feel a connection with, of this, of course. But if you're not going to allow anyone to enter in your space, how you are going to know if they are your person or not? Difficult, right? So yeah, let me answer one of your questions related to this particular situation of your life. This portion also might or might not resonate. If it does, good. If it doesn't, don't worry too much about it, just leave it behind. I'm going to give you 10 to 15 seconds to get the answer. If that's not enough for you, you can pause and unpause whenever you feel like. So let's start. You can close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, ask your question 3 times in your mind space. Keep it short, simple, and precise. And your time starts now. Right. So the answer to your question is, no need to worry. You might be worried about something continuously, right? Often there are situations that we fret and worry about even when they are out of our control. These situations can keep us up at night. The no need to worry card lets you know that even if things seem dark, a resolution and an easing will come. Worry will not improve anything, and dawn is just around the corner. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, Pisces. We'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye. Take care. May existence bless you. Namaste.